Hopefully everything works. Yes, yes, yes. Like, it'll be removed if it breaks our guidelines. I know. You've told me multiple times. Like, we will delete your account. No questions asked. Like, okay. What's up, Ray? Okay, YouTube is up. TikTok is up. How you guys doing? Well. ¿Cómo estás? I'm gonna hear my voice. It's good. Okay. Beautiful. Everything's working. Good. Gorgeous. Just that. What's up, Mint? How you doing? Hey, MZ. What's up, everybody? Rads, hello. Again, Ray, Voorhees, how you doing? I'm trying to say hi to all the chats. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Monday. You survived another day on this mortal coil. Hold on. Nice to see you. Appreciate that. Nice to be seen. And I was very on the fence about streaming today. I'm just like, I had to drag myself out of bed. Need a nap, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. Okay, that's good. What's up, boy? How you doing? Headphones are broken. Oh no, what did you do this time, Omar? Did you run them over? I'm always running over my headphone cables. I'm shocked they've lasted this long. Last time I ran over my cables. These are really old Astros. These are like really old Astros. I replaced it, but I replaced it with a cable that's far too long. And now it's fucking broken. Oh, the old one's broken. Now I just have the problem where this cable's like so long, but it almost always gets stuck in the wheel of my chair. So I have to lift up my chair. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. Alright, so new season starts tomorrow. So I guess today we're just gonna goof off. Have a good time. This is day after tomorrow already. It'll be there. It'll get there. Haven't been the best. Great to see you stream though. I feel that. Well, I'm glad I can entertain. Need All or Nothing to come back. That was really fun. Yeah. I'm not in too much pain today. Like my body's trying to flare up. And it's a little swollen, so I'm moving slow. Wireless headsets are just so convenient. I have ADHD and I forget to charge things. So it's so inconvenient for me. It's so inconvenient. If I like was one of those streamers that like moved around while they streamed and like did all that stuff, then it'd be a necessary evil. But I don't. So I'm like, Tina, some of these batteries last like forever. Like, I know. You underestimate my ability to remember things. The magnet that turns my headphones fell off. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not good with, I love joining games late! Oh, we are so boned.
Getting hit hard.
We have game audio, right, boys? We're good. Everything's copacetic. Ooh, I can't handle that recoil at that range. I'm a bit new, like I watched you before COVID, so I wanted to ask what's the story behind the squirrel. Long story short, a friend I used to do YouTube with was updating my logo because it was like a really low resolution, and when they did it, they just copied it into like Photoshop and really simply just upgraded the logo with higher res. And they're like, oh, it looks kind of plain. Should I add something to it? Like, sure, what do you have in mind? He's like, well, I can use this weird screaming rabbit that I use in my videos, or I can use the weird squirrel thing. And they used the squirrel thing and the squirrel just stuck. Because the rabbit was very unsettling. The rabbit had like a human face screaming. I went with the weird looking squirrel instead.
The enemy
I love joining games late.
Mission failed. Return to base.
Lag is crazy, is it? Oh jeez. Shouldn't be. I'm not dropping frames. Ooh, the lagging game is crazy. Ooh, yeah, you're right. I'm seeing that. Why is that? Oh lord. Hold on, it might be my streaming PC. What is? Hold on. I updated my TikTok Studio. No, it's my the only thing that's like peaking a little bit is my RAM's at 64%. Why does it look like that? Does it look laggy for everyone else? Why is the frame rate so low? On my screen it looks totally fine. Hmm. Chat. Insanely laggy, very choppy. Huh. I have no idea. I've never had this problem before. I don't know what to do. Bitrate. I can try lowering the bitrate's not even that high. But I can even see it on my OBS. That's why I don't think it's the bitrate. Normally if it's the bitrate, it'll have like the bar will be red. And again, my computer's not having issues. Yeah, let me see if I can fix it. OBS. Again, my CPU usage is only 21, my memory is 64, and my GPU is 27. Any suggestions? Maybe if I disable the preview, enable preview? No. Let me try resetting the capture card. Oh, that fixed it. Yeah, it was the capture card. Does it look better for everybody else? Are we good again? Elgato, Elgato, Elgato. Oh, every couple months my Elgato throws a curveball at me. Oh, I do a bunch of stuff. Admit, it's just I try doing different things for cash, you know? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. It helps when you have a tiny attention span like me. I'm always doing new projects, starting new things. Thank you for that. Hi Mike, did you decide on your computer? Did you end up getting the one we were looking at last? I'm excited for you. Poor Mike's rocking a 1070, so he's getting a pretty major upgrade. Thank you for the follow. And welcome to the stream. How you doing, Excalibur? Welcome. Welcome everybody who's new. Seeing a lot of new faces today across all the platforms. Alright. Hey Kid Ghost, welcome. Yeah, it was just a capture card. Gonna call and see. Okay, they can transfer all my stuff. Oh, they do trade-ins. Oh, cool. So that you can, you know, judging on how old your computer is, maybe $100. I don't know. 1070s depending. If you sell it like aftermarket, you could probably get like 150. But I'm sure at like Micro Center or something, they're not gonna give you that much. It's just a GPU. Yeah, that's. I feel like that's the only thing that would take, and then maybe the CPU. But that's. I think it would have to be new enough. I'm watching you. For a long time. I don't know a Nick. Chat, do you know a Nick? Maybe that's like really long time ago. I don't remember. I found you because of Fall Guys. Really? Of all games. Yeah, Fall Guys is fun. I just don't play it that often because chat doesn't seem to like seeing me be an idiot. Well, they do, just not on Fall Guys. I hate this map. Hold on. Let me cycle through. Not new enough, yeah, I wouldn't think so. I've returned. Welcome back. How you doing, SheKnives? I'm okay. Doing better now. Now that I've like gotten started, I feel like I got a little bit more pep in my step. But just stressed. Lots of things going on. I'm really hoping my surgery doesn't get delayed till summer, but there's a possibility. Oh, gotcha, Zero. Autocorrect on phones is so aggressive sometimes. Is there when you're playing Overwatch and Destiny? Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. Why are you always streaming while I'm at work? I try to stream at the same time every day, that's probably why. Usually 3 to 6 Eastern. Sorry fam, I wish I could stream longer. I'm just not in the physical health to be able to stream that long. My body starts hurting. Then crack open a cold one. Speaking of body, I've started doing upper body again. I'm so weak though. It's so depressing. Last year I got up to 20-pound dumbbells, which is not a lot. I know it's not. But after not working out consistently for 10 years and having no muscle mass, I was super happy. Like I was shaking, but I could do 20 pounds no problem. Well, again, I was shaking. I could do it. But now I'm back down to the 5-pound dumbbells. And my right arm, I can handle it fine. I could probably bump up to 10 or 15 on my right arm. My left arm, it doesn't hurt. It's not straining, but my arm shakes like crazy. And I think that's just because of muscle weakness, right? Again, it doesn't hurt, and it's not like I'm not straining it, but it's just very shaky. And I think that's just pure muscle weakness, right? That's because I have, when I fell and hit my leg, I also threw my arm up to block my head. So I have pretty bad arthritis in my left arm. But fingers crossed, we can get back to the 20-pound dumbbells in a couple months. I was noticing your avatar moves when you talk. Yeah, it's a little VTuber. Well, PNG tuber if you want to get technical. Yeah, after I because right now I'm waiting for surgery. I'm trying to save up all the money I can so that once I recover from my knee replacement, or while I'm recovering from my knee replacement surgery, I don't have to worry about not working, right? Because you can't really, I've heard some people can't work for a month, 2 months. So just in case, I want to give myself plenty of time to heal. So right now I'm saving, but after that, after I'm recovered from surgery, all the money is going to start going to save up for a proper VTuber model. I think that'll be sick. That's still a ways away. Ooh. Why is it playing at 10? Is it still playing really low FPS, chat? Is the FPS bad still? Maybe on, hold on. Oh, on TikTok, yeah. Hold on. Let me fix it on TikTok. For some reason, it's having issues. Options. Yeah, it's fighting me today. FPS 25. Good lord. Why would it default to 25? That's crazy. How's it now? Is it better? Need to follow you on Twitch. You should. It's the same user. Well, actually, no. It's SheKnives. Someone took SheKnives on TikTok, and they don't use the account. Is social media your main job? Yeah, it's my main thing, but I also do a bunch of other things for side hustles. There we go. Is it all looking good, boys? Are all the streams functioning as they should? Thank you for letting me know. I'm sorry about the issues today. And thank you for following the TikTok. I'm trying really hard to get the TikTok. We're trying to get it to 10,000 followers, and I'm trying to get my watch time up on YouTube so I can get that remonetized. I gotta sell out, boys. Healthcare is not cheap, especially in the US. It is so brutal. There's one procedure I do every like 3 to 4 months because just for an idea, I've had this issue since I was 19. I'm now 29. I have bone on bone in my left knee. And it's so painful that I can't walk unless I do a procedure called a nerve block. Which is great. It reduces the pain by like 90%. However, America, my insurance is like, that's not medically necessary. We're not paying for it. Like, I know it helps so you can walk and have a healthy life. But one, it's not permanent, and two, it's not medically necessary. So figure it out. Oh, okay. How much is it out of pocket? Oh, it's a 10-minute procedure. That'll be $300. Why? Ugh. Probably didn't have more viewers. Well, that's because I've only had a consistent stream schedule for 2 months. Before then, I just kind of went with it whenever I could get out of bed. And I would miss weeks, if not months at a time. And my YouTube was dormant for 2 years. And before that, my YouTube was dormant for, you know, a year at a time, 6 months at a time. So my audience is like, a lot of them have grown out of my channel. But also the algorithms are like, you don't post, we're not going to push you in the algorithms. Why would we? So now I'm pretty much essentially starting over. And I still have people coming in that like used to follow me back in the day who are like kind of refining me, and that's awesome. But again, essentially we're starting over, and that's okay. That's like my own fault for not being consistent. Like I had health issues and I didn't really talk about it much on anything besides Twitch. And even before I talked about it on Twitch, I didn't, for like 5 or 6 years, I didn't talk about it at all. No one outside of like my immediate family knew. But now it's like, it's been such an impact on my health that it's like, I can't not talk about it. And it's actually helped me a lot mentally to be able to talk about it, you know? So it's not as like, it's not this gigantic thing floating in the back of my mind. Because it's like, it's part of who I am at this point. And I'm fortunate enough that it's treatable to a certain extent, but you know, I'll have this till the day I die. No, Zero. We don't, he's the only one from the group I really don't talk to besides maybe Andrew, but Andrew's like doing his own thing. No one's heard from him for a while. Yeah. Everyone else we don't really talk to. Well, Eric specifically we don't talk to anymore. But I was just playing Pal World yesterday with Ben and Omar and Mike. We all try to hang out when we can. Let me start feeling better. I am! I'm actually doing way better than last year. My health was getting really bad last year. I was like, my blood pressure was 180 over 100 and something. Went to the ER twice last year. One was for my blood pressure and like chest pain, and one was for, I was in so much pain I couldn't think straight from my knee. So yeah, it was like a wake-up call to start working towards getting the surgery and taking better care of myself. So here we are. And that's what's helping me keep a more consistent schedule, is that I'm taking better care of myself. COVID last February really set me back, but we're hanging in there. Doing my best, you know. Ideally, I'll get the surgery in spring, but there's a chance it'll get delayed till summer. We'll have to see what the surgeon says. Yeah, it seems like people are really enjoying the content again. My main thing now is I need to start uploading on YouTube at least once a week, which is a tall order, considering my health. And I know a lot of people are like, Tina, just hire an editor. I can't afford life right now, let alone to hire an editor. And everyone's like, "Dude, I'll do it for free." No. It should be paid fairly. Yeah, and this round went crazy quick. You can turn on a dime though, hold on. Followed you on Twitch, by the way, thank you. Get out of the corner. What are you doing?
The mission is complete. Good work.
Unbelievable. Thank you for all the likes on the YouTube and the TikTok. Consistency is the hardest thing. And it's necessary. Ooh, right in the schmeat. Especially for TikTok, consistency is like a necessary thing. Twitch is a lot more forgiving. I'm so lucky to have I never got to like 0 subs on Twitch. There was always some people who stayed subbed, even though I didn't think they should have. But they supported me through the times where I could not get out of bed for weeks on end. And I would have to use like crutches to get around. And I appreciate it. Getting bottom surgery, nice. Congrats. I'm hoping that I'm worried. Hey, holy shit! Janet, why? It wasn't an invitation to gift out subs. What do you do? Janet just gifted out 5 community subs. Now we're gonna have the sub alert go off 5 times. Thank you, Janet. I felt like it. Okay, I won't tell you what to do. Thank you. I appreciate it. Burrito God, Geek, Dr. Rocket Knives, Remedy, and Alan. I hope you guys enjoy your saves. Appreciate the love. I know, Tina, what is that noise? It's a sub alert. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. I always wanted you guys to start your own content house. Dude, when I was like, God, when did I meet the guys? I met the guys during Ghost. What year did Ghost come out? And I'll tell you how old I was. I think I was 22 when Ghost came out. I was like, I would love to hang out with the boys at IRL, you know what I mean? And I think that was when content houses were bumping. I was like, that would be so cool. We never like talked about it because none of us could afford it. Almost moved in. Omar, I almost moved to the same state. Like, I'm right there with you. I also almost moved to the same state. But, you know, it just never happened. Ghost gun game. Yeah, that's how I met the guys. You can blame, Rampagi for that one. I've never met a more extroverted person. 2013. I was 19 in 2013? Yeah, I was 19. Like 18, 19. So yeah, that makes sense. I was much more innocent. I was like, oh yeah, I would love to hang out with the boys, you know? We could have like a gamer house. It'd be sick. Now the idea of having roommates makes me, cringe. You're 30? I'm 29. Shut up. I'm not 30 yet. I got 6 months. Something like that. Yeah, I'm getting old. These old bones. I was telling the boys, I was like, I think we should name the podcast Divorce Dads. Even though none of us have been married. I just think it'd be hilarious. And every episode we'll have someone in the comments like, wait, have you guys even been married before? What the hell is going on? I just think it'd be funny. Omar's partial to Power to the Plebs, but we'll see. We'll see what name we end up coming with. I'm very in the content spirit these days. So like I want to try a bunch of different things. I'm learning how to make subtitles automated. Not fully automated, but like it'll do like the brunt of it and then I'll correct it, right? So ideally it'll help get things done faster. So I can have more content out. Because really, oh man, you either have to make almost daily videos that are around 10 minutes, or you have to post weekly 20 to 30 minute videos. And I don't know if I can do the weekly 20 to 30 minute videos as much as I'd want to. So I gotta figure out what works without, overdoing it. I'm trying to not piss off TikTok. Oh my god, laying on the floor. What's your Groundhog Day? Great. I saw, what's the groundhog called? Pennsatucky Phil? Something like that? I saw someone made a fan edit of the damn groundhog. It was actually so lit. Whew. It's a woman. That's my bad. I usually say man or dude by default. That's just my universal term. So if I forget, I apologize. The worst wine mom. Nathan. Whew. Good lord, hamster. Why is everyone calling me a goddamn hamster?
Mission failed. Return to base.
What? What, Omar? What did you miss? Is there alcoholic monster? That sounds like a really bad combo. That's like what were they called? Oh god. When I was in high school, people would drink these all the time. What were they called? It's like on the tip of my tongue. They got banned. They were alcoholic energy drinks. They weren't not Jaeger bombs. Jaeger bombs were popular when I was in college, but they were actually like Four Locos. That's what it was. It was like the Four Locos, dude. Those were deadly. I can't believe people drank those. Yeah. My brother told me a story about once when he was younger, he drank like 3 of them in an hour and he had heart palpitations. Like, of course you had heart palpitations. Are you kidding me? You could have died. That's crazy. Maybe it wasn't in an hour. It was like within a couple hours. But 3 within a couple hours is insane. I think if he would have had 3 in an hour, he would have died. It's so much for Loco. It's so bad. I dare to use cringe skins. Hold on. Where is she? Yeah, what her name was. Hold on. Is it Jet? It is Jet. There you go. There's my cringe
stacked
skin.
against me? Nothing new.
Are you happy? Meow. Yep, it's equipped. Yeah, energy drinks are so bad for you. I wouldn't even recommend drinking them daily. I think once or twice a week, you're good. And then drink lots of water. But people who drink them every day, that's crazy. I did it at one point. It was a bad idea, but I did it at one point when I was like in my early 20s. Not good for you. So bad for you. So bad for your heart and blood pressure.
Run game. Eliminate targets with every weapon.
Yeah, you should not be drinking energy drinks on the daily. Especially if you also have other forms of caffeine. That's crazy. It's not good for your blood pressure. That's like the main thing. You might not feel symptoms, but there's so many people who have high blood pressure and they don't know it because they don't get symptoms. Or they're very mild symptoms, but their blood pressure is like over 200. Yeah, hypertension is no joke. It'll mess you up. Peas in the news cod. I'm having fun with Modern Warfare 3. I just need to take breaks every once in a while. I'm not the kind of person who can play this game for 10 hours a day. That's insanity. But I also, like, again, I have pretty bad ADHD. I love video games. Unless I'm hyper fixating on that video game, I can't play it for 10 hours. That's insane. I can't do it. Even if my, like, terrible arthritic boomer body let me, I would still get so bored so fast. I have debilitating brain rot. It's bad. Good for work and a trash sleep schedule. Yeah, you gotta work on that. When you're young, when you're in your 20s, poor sleep schedules and copious amounts of caffeine won't hurt you that bad. It catches up with you though. It'll eventually catch up with you and you'll, you know. Have you seen that meme where they like, be careful, and it zaps them and they fall over? That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm good, dude. I've been drinking a can of Monster Energy every day for 10 years. I'm totally and they just fucking drop. It's like, still young? Yeah. You gotta be careful, man. I'm telling you, and it makes a pretty significant difference once you stop drinking that much caffeine on a regular. You won't be as dependent on it, and so when you do drink caffeine again, you'll be like, oh, yeah, this affected me more than I thought it would. Fell into a coma? Yeah, you can't, it's not... There are some people I know who drink Monsters like juice. Just because it says juice on the can does not mean it's juice. Good lord. I can't read and I know that. Killing me. It's not as bad. What's the worst caffeine drink right now? In terms of like, I guess the lemonade is really bad. The Panera Bread. Oh my god, someone called it euthanasia lemonade. Like, Jesus, dude. It is so much caffeine. The charged lemonade. It's like a large has like 300 and something grams of caffeine, and it has free refills. No wonder people have dropped dead drinking it. Yeah, this girl in her 20s, she had 2.5, and she had to go to the hospital, and she has irreversible heart damage because of it. And she's trying to soup an error saying, like, it's their fault. How was I supposed to know? Who told you to drink 2.5 things of charged lemonade, bro?
We've failed.
Hold on, let me Google it. It's over 300. It's insane. Charged lemonade. Okay, so they lowered it. It used to be more. It used to be 390. That's 2 Red Bulls in one drink, and it has free refills. I don't know about you. I'm an American. If I buy a drink for $3 to $4 and I get a large, I'm going to drink it and I'm going to get a refill, right? Because that's the American way. But you can't be doing that with that. That's insane. Apparently now they only have 231, which is still an energy drink worth of caffeine. I think most energy drinks are like 200 to 250. So again, if you drink one while you're like working and you're hanging out like at Panera like it's a Starbucks or, hanging out, and then before you leave, you get a refill. That's so much caffeine. The only people I know personally who can handle that much caffeine is like nurses and doctors. Those people are animals. They have to be to survive. They just inject caffeine. Between them, like especially like the NICU nurses, they'll have some Red Bull. They'll give the little NICU baby a little caffeine, and then they go about their day. Fun fact: babies can have caffeine. Well, at least preemie babies. It's supposed to be actually helpful for them while they're in the little incubator. They don't disclose it unless you search it up. Yeah, you should have it on big old letters. Caffeinated blue-collar workers. That's true. Blue-collar workers, I'm not saying it's good. Like having a gas station burrito and a Monster Energy before work. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I get it. You gotta get your work done. But
Gun game. targets with every weapon.
between that and the cigarette, you know, the Marlboro Reds, I don't think blue collar workers expect their lifestyle to be healthy necessarily. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, they get their scratch offs. They fill up $3 worth of diesel, get their gas station burrito, their Monster, and a couple packs of Marlboro Reds. That's not, you're not here for a long time with that kind of daily intake, I don't think. I don't think you expect to be either. A welder. Oh, I feel that. Nice. You can feed a blue-collar worker acid. Oh, yeah, dude. I know plenty of blue-collar workers that are like, hamburger helper sounds good to me. A piece of some Wonder Bread. Mm-mm. Yeah, blue-collar workers have tasted all the chemicals. Again, your body, like, the human body cannot sustain that forever, though. Even experts are like, no one can last, like, no one can subsist on less than 6 hours of sleep on a regular basis without long-term side effects. Oh, that was rough. Speed running life, seriously. And I get it, like, blue-collar work is, it's like, it's great work. But, you gotta get a vegetable in there, like occasionally, like quarterly. Get a, you know, cucumber or something. It'll help offset the neglect. And the fact that where blue collar workers are typically very active people, I think that's also, it also offsets the bad habits. What's up, Dr. Rocket Knives? Enjoy the sib. I'm gonna give to the sib while you're away. Specifically, Janet. I can't aim. I should stick to knives. I drink like 3, bro. That's crazy. Drink some water, please. Listen, I want you boys gaming in the nursing home. You guys gotta dominate your nursing homes at Wii Bowling. You can't do that if you don't make it that long because you drink 3 Red Bulls a day. Your heart's it's not gonna quit, it's gonna explode. You gotta chill out with that. Can't tell you how many guys are like, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. And then when they get there, like, man, why didn't I do better? It's like, we told you for years and you didn't listen.
We're getting hit hard.
First they buffed. I guess they start out as buffs and then they turned into negative effects. It's rough out here, man. And again, I get it. Like, you gotta make a living, but not at the cost of your long-term health. I think if I wasn't, like, dealing with my health issues, I probably would have done something more physical as a job. Because again, I was never really good at school. My parents beg to differ because they think, oh, she loves learning about random nonsense. She must be good at school. It's like, no, I just like learning things. Does not translate to being good at school. Hamburger helper is not good. I mean, again, I know a lot of guys like after a long day, all I want is a warm meal. Depends on the person. Bro, when I was younger, I used to love spamming eggs. Used to think that was the bee's knees.
The enemy only needs one more kill. Let's get this. The enemy only needs one more kill.
It's 2 W's today. Not bad.
The mission is complete. Good work.
Hydration check. You got it. I do not understand how people like spam. It's called being poor. It's an acquired taste. But when I grew up with it, so I like spamming eggs. I think if you grow up with a certain kind of food, you're gonna have a higher propensity to enjoying it. What's up, Evan? How you doing? Big fan from the Netherlands. You're like one of 3 viewers I have in that vicinity. Watch Lars poke his head in for the first time in like weeks and be like, Tina, Switzerland is nowhere near the Netherlands. You American idiot. Like, I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Yes, spam's so popular in Hawaii that you can get it at McDonald's. Yeah, spam is really popular. God bless the American education system, okay? Dude. Just like our cheese. You know that the US has like millions of pounds of cheese in caves? Tina, why? What are you talking about? Well, as a way to prevent the dairy industry from collapsing, because Americans drink less and less dairy every year, the United States government started buying cheese wheels in order to keep the dairy industry afloat and to help prevent that from crashing. And they started trying to give the cheese away and like donate it, whatever. They were trying to give away cheese anywhere they could. No one wanted it. So now we have millions of cheese wheels in caves. Just millions. Let's see. Cheese caves. America. American cheese caves. It's on the Farm Link project. Let's see. 1.4 billion pounds of cheese. We'll never get through that cheese. It's just gonna sit there. It's so much cheese. Oh my god. Hundreds of feet below the ground in Missouri, there are hundreds of thousands of pounds of American cheese deep in the coveted limestone mines. Caves kept perfectly at 36 degrees Fahrenheit store stockpiles of government-owned cheese comprising of the country's 1.4 billion pounds of surplus cheese. Oh my god. That's so much. Bro, talk about being left with the bag. What are they gonna do with all of that? Oh my god. I guess if you want to survive the apocalypse, I hope you're not lactose intolerant. That's gonna be like a delicacy in 200 years? Yeah, dude. It'll be like bonds. They'll get better with age. And they've tried for years to try to get rid of it. They're trying to like slowly get the population to use it, and it never works. No, it's not American cheese. I don't know what kind of cheese it is. You'd have to look it up. It's just like, it is in America. I love learning about random nonsense like that. I take so much joy in learning random nonsense. Oh, the Skyrim. Yeah, that's right. Let's give it to a Skyrim character during a boss fight. It'll be gone in no time. Watch your content when I was a teen. I'm 21 now, so happy I found your stream. What's up, dude? How does college tuition work in the US? Typically, it's out. College tuition is, I think, oh god. It depends. Certain degrees cost more money. And it's usually by the year. It includes room and board and food. And usually it's too expensive to pay out of pocket, so people take out loans with the government. AKA Sally Mae. And it's got like a crazy high interest rate. And you can't default on your loans like you can when you file bankruptcy with anything else. So that's why you see people are like in perpetual student loan debt. Because minimum payments don't even cover the interest. So people just, they'll be paying their student loans for 30 years and owe more than they started. America. Why do you think hamburger helper's overrated? I don't think it's overrated at all. I think it's just kind of like a necessary evil to survive. That's why they call it a hamburger helper. It's just to make things a little bit more edible. I used to have hamburger helper when I was a kid. I wouldn't say it's good food. I would say it's like food to survive. It just is what it is. I would not buy it under normal circumstances, but if I was super broke and I needed to feed a bunch of people, and I had some ground beef, hamburger helper would probably help. You know, the Netherlands is the largest export country of cheese? Really? Huh. I would have assumed it would have been like France or something. I don't know why. Maybe because France is like famous for its cheese and wine. I don't know. Yeah, every country has their weird maximum export, you know? TikTok won't let me like or comment. That's weird. I see your comments. You're talking about hamburger helper, right? Maybe you're like on a comment timeout for something? I don't know. Yeah, America's getting stupidly unaffordable to live in. It's like really scary, actually. Because I can't. Weird. Have you tried reloading the app? That'll work. Food of choice? Like my favorite food? Ooh. It used to be my mom's lasagna, but I can't eat cheese, so I don't count that one anymore. I really like, arroz y con dulces. I really like Spanish rice. If there was any food I could eat infinite amounts of, it would be rice. It's just so calorie dense, though. I try not to have it too much. And will capitalist bubble pop when we are all extinct? Oh no.
Mission compromised. We failed.
Your mom makes Spanish rice? It's so good, dude. We make it with Italian sausage. It's so good. Oh, come on. That didn't hit me. Hit boxes. Dang. Yeah, to be fair, global inflation's crazy right now. It's just, it feels worse in the US. Probably because I'm experiencing it firsthand. Oh yeah, you can make so many different dishes with rice. And like, you can make so many different, like, so many cultures have rice centered in their food. You just made Spanish rice? Hell yeah, brother. I still think my favorite seasoning's Goya. Even though I try not to use it too much because it's like so salty. I got really used to eating salty food because of it. And again, I'm trying to keep my blood pressure good. My blood pressure has been really great over the last 6 months, actually. Every time I go to the doctor, it's 120 over 80. Right around there. Yeah, inflation's really bad. If I had money, if I had like enough in my savings that I'd be good after the surgery and I had excess money, I would be in Japan right now. Because Japan, the conversion rate between the dollar and the yen is really good right now. And if you bring your passport around in Japan, it's you don't have to pay taxes on your purchases. So it's like, people have done the math. It's like everything's 30% off in Japan if you're an American citizen and you're bringing in, you know, bringing in cash. It's great. I wish I could be there. Omar was there recently. I'm super jealous. And then besides like rice, because a lot of people consider rice a side dish. It's like a main course. What would be like the main course? consider my favorite. I don't know. My favorites rotate. I get sick of food lately. But I've been really craving a prime rib sandwich lately. I haven't had one in years. They're expensive. But we'll see. I never did my birthday dinner this year because I was sick. So I might end up buying myself a prime rib after like I celebrate surgery or something. I've decided to, once I recover from my surgery, I'm going to buy a sword or a keyblade to celebrate. I've wanted one for years. And I've just been putting it off because I can't justify it. But I think that'd be a great way to celebrate recovering from my knee replacement. Really should learn Japanese. I love the food. Yeah, do a little every day. It's actually really easy to... It's not easy to learn a language. It's not as difficult as people make it out to be, though. Surgery for what? I need a knee replacement. A total knee replacement. I've needed one for 10 years, and I'm finally, like, trying to do it. A sword? Yes, a sword. Yeah, Japan does have really bad, a really bad Zionism issue. Or not Zionism, that's the wrong word. Xenophobia. My dyslexic brain was like, Z and X are like the same. Yeah, no, Japan has a really bad xenophobia issue. There are 3 alphabets in Japanese, yes. There's kanji, hiragana, and katakana. Kanji is the biggest alphabet, I think, out of all of them. It has thousands of characters, many of which are like Mandarin characters. Yeah, I was learning Japanese for a while. It's a fun language. But yeah, Japan does have like a pretty bad xenophobia and racism problem. People won't, and the problem is it won't get fixed until people like acknowledge it. People are afraid to raise their kids in Japan if they're mixed because they know their kids will be absolutely bullied. It's really sad. Learning Mandarin's much worse. I guess it depends on who you ask. And I think certain people are more... It's easier for certain people to learn certain languages. It just depends on how your brain works, I think. I can't shoot when I'm like going under like that? That's weird. I'd lose my mind trying to learn Japanese. Again, it's not as difficult as people make it sound. Frita. Ooh. I do love anything Spanish. Like, Spanish meats are just so well seasoned. They're so good, dude. Not good for you. I try not to have Spanish food too often. It's just like... The Spanish foods I really like are just not good for you. English is such a terrible language to learn. Yeah, I've heard English is one of the hardest languages to learn. It's such like a weird way of... It's a very like unusual speech pattern and like our sentence structure. And then we have so many words that are spelled differently and pronounced the same way that it can be really confusing to some people. That's why I think I'd have an easier time with Spanish and Japanese, because in a lot of instances they're read, like they're pronounced and read as you see them. You know what I mean? That's not the case with English most of the time. Hungarian. I don't know anything about Hungarian. Dude, we're getting clapped this round. Good lord. Oh, excuse me. Or Russian or Swedish. Nothing compared to Finnish. But still nothing compared to... Yeah. I do feel like I'd have a hard time learning any of the Nordic languages.
Return to base.
One of the benefits of living in Europe and many like Nordic countries is a lot of them require both English and your native language. What's up, Double D? Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. you know, I'm here. I'm here, I'm there. Trying to stream every weekday, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. You'll see me. I'm also trying to post once a week on YouTube. We'll see how that goes. I always try, but fingers crossed. In here, they do. We have a lot of, like, Nordic viewers today. I know, again, normally I have some Nordic viewers. Apparently, a lot of Nordic people like my accent. A lot of Europeans like my accent. Don't know why. I really like a lot of European accents, so... I guess it's because it's something different. And my accent's pretty generic American. It's not really distinct to anything. Could say like East Coast, but I feel like a lot of Europeans can't distinguish between like East Coast and West Coast accents unless it's like specifically California or like specifically like Minnesota, you know? I think those are very distinct accents. You know, someone said like the New York accent is like the ugliest accent in the world. That's crazy to me. I love the New York accent. I think it's so fun. I think Australian was voted the most popular accent in the world. Like, in terms of like everyone else voting what their favorite accent was, I think Australian won. Which, don't get me wrong, I like the Australian accent. I don't know if it's my favorite though. And I've known you a long time, Omar. I wouldn't say your voice is, or your accent's distinctly Californian at all. It's actually, again, I would say it's pretty neutral. Like, certain words, sure, come out a little bit more exaggerated, but I would say it's pretty neutral. Oh, Boston. I can see how people don't like the Boston accent. It's kind of rough around the edges. Or the car park. If you want to know what Boston sounds like, look up Ted. That's a Boston accent. So watch clips from the movie Ted. That's a Boston accent. Yeah, Peter Griffin is also, I believe, a Boston accent. Minnesota. Minnesota's the worst? What? No. The Minnesota accent's so fun. Minnesota. I just think it's so fun. And they're some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. There's a lot of... I think it's because, like, the Catholic guilt. Right, because there's a lot of... I think a lot of Minnesotans are either Catholic or Mormon, right? I think it's because I think there's a bunch of Irish in Minnesota. Yeah, apparently they have a very Canadian way of interacting with people. Very polite to a fault. Have you seen the new TV series of Ted? I haven't. I don't have streaming services. Right now I'm mooching off of them. And freaking Hulu's gonna stop allowing password sharing soon. I'm so mad about it. I am not paying for a streaming service right now. I am saving. More Canadian than Canada? Yeah, Minnesota's crazy. They're nice to a fault. Have you heard of the Minnesotan goodbye? You'll try to leave like a gathering and it takes like 30 minutes because you're trying to be as polite as possible and just talk about random stuff before you leave. I'm gonna sail the 7 Seas seriously. It's getting to that point, dude. These companies are so freaking greedy. It's never enough. Alright, man. I'm just... Yo-ho, yo-ho. Don't be mad when that skyrockets. It's gonna be like 2010 Pirate Bay all over again. Oh, we got the last weapon already? Good lord! We're going in! Tina wins. That's 3 wins today. We're doing good. Did they tune down the matchmaking? I don't want to believe it. We're actually doing okay today. Never enough. Yeah, that's the kind of the problem with capitalism. It's quarter over quarter. They always, the key to capitalism is you have to make more profit than you did last quarter, or you failed. It's unsustainable in the long run. Unless your company's like Microsoft or Apple, only like the top percentage of companies can sustain that. And even that, now that we're in a global population decline, even that's not sustainable. Almost every first world country is having a major population decrease. That's what happens. Whenever a population tends to get over a certain level of education per populace, the population starts going down. Among a bunch of other social, economic reasons as well. What's up, Dad? How you doing? SheKnives. Hi, dude. Ooh, let's do underpass. We're killing it today. Like I said, I got 3 wins. Not shabby. Hold on. Maybe with that. Also, you guys should follow me on TikTok if you haven't already. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter and follow me on Instagram. I started posting nonsense to my Instagram stories, and I like repost stuff on my Instagram. I'm trying to get it all. Listen, your girl's gotta sell out. The American healthcare system is brutal, and I need money to afford it. So like, I'm trying to grow all the social media platforms, so sponsors are like, ooh, let's give her money. So if you don't already follow me on my social media accounts, go check them out. I appreciate it. Any sort of likes on stuff and interactive stuff is very appreciated. It's actually very relaxing playing games with your voice in the background. I appreciate that. One of these days I'm going to be able to stream for long periods of time. That's the hope, right?
Gun game.
Oh, it's just social, Katrina.
Every weapon.
I think I would be much better off if I could stream like 8 hours a day. I just can't do it with my health right now. Once I get to the point where I can stream 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, post to my TikTok at least once a day, 5 days a week, and post regular YouTube videos, at that point I'll probably need an editor because that's an insane amount of work for anybody. But once I get to that point, I think it'll be financially, I'll be set. You know what I mean? Just gotta get those numbers up. The main thing right now is I need to make more YouTube videos consistently, but I'm gonna try not to stress myself out about it too much and do what I can. Do what you can, because that's all you can do. That, and my main thing, dude, once I get this knee replacement, I'm gonna be so excited to start working out and building muscle. I'm so pumped about that. You have no idea. I'm thinking about this all the time, but I will either marry a muscle mommy or become one. I'm determined. So I'm trying to have thunder, not thunder thighs. I guess thunder thighs are like thick, but I'm trying to have like muscular thighs. You know what I mean? Why not both? True. True. I'm trying to have biceps that make grandmothers uncomfortable, you know? How are you supposed to find a husband with biceps like that? Exactly, Grandma. Exactly. That's the goal, baby. Oh, we're going in. Am I gonna get a 4th win today on gun game? I'm feeling zesty. Never mind. Grandma Tina isn't looking for a husband. Exactly. She's looking for a lesbian. I'm just looking for an older woman to take care of me. Whew. Got dropped. Watch you while the rain hits the fun. Dude, I love walking in the rain. That's another thing I miss. I don't do it anymore because I don't want to risk falling. I'm really fragile right now. I can't risk breaking a hip. What's up, Diego? How's it going, fam? Chat, at some point this month I'm gonna have to start a subathon, I think. I'm trying to get that Partner Plus. Only thing that sucks about Partner Plus is gifted subs don't count towards it. The whole premise between, like, for Partner Plus is that people have to be... They have to be reoccurring subs for that to count. Diego with the rose, thank you.
The enemy only needs one more.
So it's a frustrating program to try to get done. We'll see.
Mission failed. We'll get 'em next time.
You need a wingman, I got you. I appreciate it. Omar can take me to all the gay bars. I can't imagine there are a lot of lesbian bars in Cali. There's only like 3 lesbian bars in the States. If I remember correctly. Yeah, no, I'm too shy to talk to women. Shut up! Women scare me, dude. They're too pretty. Deeply intimidating. Lots of... Really, Omar? Only problem is I don't drink. That'll be kind of awkward. Can I buy you a drink? I don't drink, but can I buy you a drink? I'll have a Shirley Temple, please. Can I get extra cherries? Oh my god. With my... Shirley Temple's pretty much a cherry Sprite. It's so good, though. And realizing she's scared of herself. Dear God.
Look at Randy Orton
slithering.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
I need to figure out a way to get that animated with my little character. Stream calms my ADHD. I'm glad. I think it's because my ADHD like offsets it a little bit. I'm just like enough of a stimulating stream that it keeps you focused. Kind of like, you know, how caffeine doesn't really work on ADHD people. It works as like a counter. Makes you sleepy. Sprite cranberry. I do like Sprite cranberry. Honestly, I prefer cranberry ginger ale, but that's just me. How would you know that, Omar? Yeah, how would you know that, Omar? He knows people. If there's one thing I know about Omar is he knows people. Lots of people. From very different walks of life. I feel like every time I talk to him and ask him about a video game that just came out, he's like, yeah, I have a buddy who's a lead programmer on that. He's also an esports champion. And this guy actually developed the first ever computer in his basement. It's like, how do you know all these people? What is happening? He's like, I don't know, I just know him. Yeah, he's on my tennis team. Like, Omar, I didn't know you played tennis. Well, I do now. What? The man that did everything. Ooh. Yeah, we ended up playing, me, Omar, and Mike ended up playing, and Ben as well for a little bit. Ended up playing Pal World for 2 hours yesterday, and I'm just like, I'm dreading getting through all that footage. There's a lot of dead air. But I'll get it done. Can you get that done this week?
Neutralize targets with each weapon.
Almost got in tennis? My god. Tina's a psychic. It's a lot of footage. And apparently I'm gonna be the villain in the story for that project. Apparently I was surprising the boys yesterday with how evil I was being. I'm just playing the game as intended, that's all. Long Island's your favorite alcoholic drink? Dude, Long Island's are... Don't Long Island's have like several different liquors in them? Don't they have like 3? That's a lot of shots. That's a lot of alcohol. Mixing alcohol in general is not really a good call. I know so many people who have... They act like fools when they mix alcohol. Specifically tequila. I don't know why. Part of me thinks it's placebo and it gets in their head. But I know so many people who act like a fool when they have tequila. They have like all of them. I know it has like vodka, rum, and another alcohol in it, right? I never had a Long Island. Yeah, my drink of choice when I did drink was vodka. I used to do vodka and ginger ale. I haven't had a drink though in a long time. Lord, where are you running to? Alright, after this I might switch to like hard zone or not hard zone. God. Hard point domination. Tell me. Gin, rum, vodka, triple. Jeez, that's a lot of shots. And then iced tea, right? Honestly, if I were to drink right now, 3 shots I think would be enough to mess me up pretty bad. I have no tolerance anymore. Dang, we're getting clapped this round. No, I don't really like being inebriated all that often. I don't like that feeling of not being in control, you know? Even if it's only like a little bit. Can't bear the taste. I can imagine, dude. Trying to have 3 shots at once? This probably tastes like lighter fluid. To be fair though, I used to drink the cheapest vodka you can buy. It was so gross. It was so gross. That's all I could afford. Like foul. This is like just slightly above rubbing alcohol. It's terrible. Yeah, but again, I haven't had a drink in a very long time. Dude, whenever I snipe in this game, it immediately makes me want to go play Battlefield. Remover. Oh, I know that smell all too well. Yeah, I used to paint my nails quite a bit when I was younger. Well, I didn't paint my nails. I got my nails done a lot. I don't have the hand-eye coordination to paint my nails. I paint my nails as well as like a middle schooler emo kid. Terribly. Eating all over the cuticles.
The enemy only needs 1 more kill.
We're definitely not winning this one though.
The enemy only needs 1 more kill.
The guy. Could have been bad. Oh yeah, I don't plan on getting my nails done. It's just so expensive these days. It used to be a lot cheaper when I was younger. When I was younger, it was like 20 bucks. Plus tip. That's it. Now to get your nails done, even if it's like really basic, it's like $40+.
Mission failed. Return to base.
No, I can't afford that. And you gotta be really careful. I can't be bothered. I just keep my nails very short, and then I don't have to worry about it. And I'm lucky, my nails are like naturally a little bit on the whiter side, so it's like I almost have natural French tips. I'm okay with that. Yeah, nails and hair are so expensive. Hair's like 80 bucks. Bro, last time I got my hair cut, it was at like Great Clips. It was $60 just to trim my hair. $60. I didn't even get a wash. The lady just trimmed my hair poorly. For $60. That's insane. Oh, it's because your hair's long. What the? Get out of here. Now I cut my hair myself. I don't care if it looks like crap. I put it in a bun. No one can tell. $60 for my haircut. That's so crazy. I can't imagine. Because when I was younger, again, I feel like a boomer. It would be like $20 to get for a dude to get his hair cut. Especially if he kept it relatively short, like got a fade or something. Like 20 bucks. Easy. It was so cheap, you would tip them. You would tip them an extra 20 because it was like, oh, this is great. Perfect. I was just like, good luck. Everything is so expensive now. Unsustainable. Ooh, I said I was gonna do domination or hardpoint after this. Okay, well, one more match of gun game and then I'll switch to domination or hardpoint.
Gun game. Eliminate targets with every weapon.
Dude, I'm excited for the new battle pass. It actually had some sick skins. I really want the final tier ghost skin. I'm glad it's not another like tie-in. It's gonna be like Walking Dead stuff, but that's like not the main skin. I'm really bummed though. Michonne's my favorite character in The Walking Dead, and she's gonna be a separate bundle, which is annoying. Got him. They know people will pay extra, and she comes with a sword. So if I don't want to waste my time grinding the battle pass as much, I'll have the sword immediately. Which I cannot wait. I hope it's like... What game had the sword recently? Was it Modern Warfare 2? I think a lot of Black Ops games also had the sword too. You still can't beat the money bag. I still think my favorite goofy weapon, like melee weapon, is the money bag. It's just so dumb. I hate the battle pass so much, I know. At least it's a tax write-off. Gotcha. Get me out. A long shot? Really? I don't know if I agree with that. Probably finish the battle pass while AFK. Lately I've been getting the black cell. It gives you so many COD points anyway. That it just makes sense for me. And it definitely helps with the grind. Like, Gina, I don't agree with that. It's okay. I don't think other people should buy the battle pass or spend money on it. Let me be the idiot so you don't have to. Damn, sandwiched. At least I'm not one of those people who buy it outright, you know? But again, a lot of content creators that buy the battle pass outright, it's because it's a tax write-off. How did I not hear them? That's what I get for wearing only one earphone. So much harder for me to hear people walking up on me. I think that was why I was getting messed up so hard in Warzone the other day. Is because I couldn't hear anyone out of my right ear. And now I'm dying because I can't aim. Can I get a kill, please? Por favor. Matchmaking kicked in. No more winning. Again, I think after 3 wins, the game really starts trying to cuck you. Like, the matches were so easy earlier today. Zombies is decent progress too. Or playing zombies is decent progress. That makes sense. I just need to really get through the story. I'm just like, I'm kind of stuck in that grind right now, and it's not fun. 'Cause I can't do like the hardcore stuff until I complete the story arcs, right? You get through all the acts before you can start doing like Zone 4 stuff.
One more kill.
And now Treyarch, I think Treyarch is fully switched off to the next COD too. I don't think they're working on the zombies at all anymore.
Failed. Return to base.
The wings. Helmeted's yelling, shouting in lowercase. I mean, it's true. I don't shout like normal people. It irritates my voice. Right, I was about to say that has a lot more views than it's showing. We've gotten quite a few new follows on TikTok. We're 5,368. I need to get to 10,000. Alright, let's switch off of gun games, do hardpoint, and domination. Oh yeah, Shipment's out, isn't it? I don't know if you guys want to watch Shipment. Like you guys, your eyes will bleed. Yeah, I really don't understand, like I don't understand the Instagram algorithm, really I don't. I wonder if it's just a matter of posting enough over there. And again, I do like zombies, it's just, I don't know. It needs more, vision, like mission and enemy variety. When it comes to, elites and stuff. I think that'll help quite a bit. That and, it's not that there's enough weapons. I don't know. In that respect, I don't know what else it needs. What do you think, chat? I kind of don't like that it has a 2-day cooldown for the ray gun. I think that's lame. I think 24 hours is plenty. Alright, shall we go knife only? I haven't gone knife only yet this stream. I think my record was 81 kills last time I knifed on Shipment.
Domination.
Let's see if we can get anywhere near that. Ooh, that's another thing. The ninja vest is coming out tomorrow. It'll like recharge throwing knives and whatnot, and they'll have like built-in dead silence, which I'm sure is gonna piss so many people off in Warzone. Gonna frustrate so many people who sound whore. Any in there? Treyarch's working on the next COD. I think that's gonna be, what is it gonna be? Gulf War? I haven't really loved Treyarch games recently. I don't know what it is. I think because Treyarch loves 3-lane maps and I just am not overly fond of them. And to a certain extent, I think Treyarch has a little bit of a we know better than you attitude, which I don't appreciate. They have a very like holier than thou attitude sometimes when it comes to game development. Sledgehammer at least like Sledgehammer would be like, we can't really do that. Treyarch would be like, that's a stupid idea and you should feel stupid. Like, wow, dude. Especially when Von Hour was around. He did not play games.
Enemy securing Charlie. We're ultimate objective. Well done. The enemy took Charlie. We're losing Alpha. You're taking Charlie.
Oh, not stuns. We'll see though. I'll play Gulf War. It could be terrible, but
We're taking Alpha.
we still have a long way till Gulf War. I'm not really worried about it.
Enemy securing Bravo. Secured all objectives. But the fact
Worst case scenario, we're doing a lot of variety that year.
be ready to deploy.
All sorts of different content. That's the goal anyway, right? We do whatever. And I think the more I'm consistent with the content, the more I'll have freedom to do different things.
Enemy UAV active.
Well, how did I miss that 20? Okay. We're on good pace, actually.
Securing objective Bravo.
This is good pace for a higher kill count. See how this goes.
We're taking Bravo. Losing Alpha. Hostile UAV in the area. Securing objective Bravo.
I honestly think the key is throwing there for this.
We're taking Bravo. Enemy UAV active.
Maybe just add that
The enemy has
element
captured
of
two
surprise.
objectives. Get them.
I can't think of any new TV shows I've seen recently besides Blue Eyed Samurai, which was fantastic so far. I've only seen 2 episodes. It's so good, like I'm like intentionally trying to watch it slowly. Show.
Objective Alpha is compromised.
And the main character is super hot.
We're taking Bravo.
Oh, good dodge.
Enemy securing Charlie.
How's Tekken 8, by the way? I know a lot of people are like, they're saying Tekken won the
Securing objective Alpha.
fighting game this year.
Charlie.
How do I describe it?
Near your location.
Between Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, people are saying Tekken 1.
Area.
I haven't played a fighting game since
Losing Charlie. The
I think
enemy
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
securing objective Bravo.
I've also heard terrible things about the new
Friendly
Jujutsu Kaisen game. Good lord.
enemy
I think it is now ranked for the #1 most refunded game ever, which is insane. That's terrible. It beat No Man's Sky as the #1 most refunded game. It must be a pile of trash.
securing objective Bravo. We're taking Charlie. They're taking Alpha.
Ooh, lord.
Taking Bravo.
What happened with the J? Apparently it was just like really bad.
Alpha secure.
Just another like
Friendly mosquito active.
so many anime games. Instead of like making like its own like unique story and like a well-rounded, comprehensive game, they almost always just default to like fighting games, like arena fighting games, and they're almost always terrible.
Enemy securing
The only really good anime fighting games I can think of are like the Naruto ones from the early 2000s. And even some of those are terrible. That and like, I think because Dragon Ball does really well as arena fighters. And even the Dragon Ball games can be hit or miss sometimes. They're not always fantastic. I don't know.
The enemy holds 2 objectives. They're taking Alpha.
Ooh, got him.
Securing objective Bravo. Enemy securing Charlie.
Oh, I didn't have a throwing knife thing.
Alpha.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't have 2 throwing knives in this class.
In the area. They're losing Charlie.
I don't know about 80, more than 81 this round. Let's see.
Objectives are held by the enemy. Prove yourself. Control Alpha.
Yeah, I saw that Spec Ops: The Line got delisted. I think people are assuming because of music licensing. The music licensing expired, and rather than come up with a new deal, they just unlisted it. Just so lame. It's just all the more reason to archive games, you know,
We're taking Bravo.
and not feel bad when you sail the 7 seas with them. If they don't feel bad about taking them away, why should you feel bad about
The enemy has captured 2
stealing something that is no longer available?
We're taking Bravo. Friendly care package in the AO. Enemy taking Alpha.
Ooh, the techwear. I really like the techwear skin. I'm not buying it though.
Securing objective Charlie.
Got him.
We're losing Alpha. We're taking Charlie. We've lost all of objective.
Ow.
Hostile UAV in the area.
They were going in with the throwing knives this match.
Securing objective Charlie.
That and chat. Some of you are gonna judge me for this. I really liked.
Bravo.
I was wrong. I have watched the show recently. Has been a hotel. I watched the whole show.
We're taking Charlie.
I love me a good musical, dude. So fun.
Friendly mosquito
Nothing up
deployed.
here. How you doing?
Securing objective Charlie.
Woo!
We're taking Charlie.
Dude, it's flying around the map.
Bravo. Securing objective Alpha.
54. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have enough time to get to that many kills.
Alpha
We're
secure.
losing the objectives.
Securing objective Bravo.
Ooh.
We're taking Bravo. Securing objective Charlie.
Yeah. Definitely not beating our
We're
record.
taking Charlie.
Unless we capture both B and C, yeah.
Securing objective Bravo.
I doubt it.
All objectives are held by me. Objective Bravo secure.
Good eyes
We're
on
taking Charlie.
Woo. Did they nerf knifing? I don't think so.
Charlie secure.
Why do you ask?
UAV overhead. Enemies taking Bravo.
I think just this map in particular, I'm not doing well. I'm knifing really well. Like throwing knife.
Bravo is compromised.
But, like I'm getting enough kills. What's up, Cutoff? How you doing, man?
Taking Bravo. We control
Doesn't help
Alpha.
that I keep getting stunned.
Losing Alpha.
Can't outrun the
Securing
stuns.
objective Bravo. Losing Charlie.
I heard they plan to. Did they plan to nerf the knife? How so? I really hope they don't drop it to a two-hit kill. That would suck so bad.
We're losing Alpha.
I could see that maybe the animation speed getting nerfed, but it feels like such a
You're losing Bravo.
minute nerf.
Enemies taking Alpha. We're taking
I
Charlie.
don't know if it would be worth it at that point, right?
for the enemy.
Yeah, but I know.
Securing objective Bravo.
So many stuns. And I'm wearing tac mask, aren't I?
The enemy holds 2 objectives. Secure those positions.
Yeah, 62.
Mission compromised.
Not bad, but not no 81. In ranked is it? Oh yeah, ranked doesn't surprise me. I don't think it should be a two-hit kill. If someone gets close enough that they can knife you, you should die. But what do I know? Competitive tend to play by their own rule set most of the time anyway. Anything that could be like considered remotely like unique or like weirdly situational, from my experience, competitive doesn't like it. They like it overly consistent, which I think takes away the fun, but I don't play competitively, so that's how they want it, because I think it's usually voted on, right? There's no like person who decides, or there's no committee. I think everyone just votes on it. Disrespect. I hope they buff some Modern Warfare 2 weapons because they're plain unusable. That's by design. They don't want you using the old weapons. They really just want you using the old skins. I think that's why they put everything in this game. That and zombies, right? But I don't know, man. It's just too... I think it's too many guns for them to consistently tweak. And they don't want to mess with it. They don't get paid enough, right? I don't necessarily blame them. Really, the only mode I want back right now is All or Nothing, but it doesn't look like it's coming back in the rotation anytime soon. Not that I can see. But if they didn't port over the Modern Warfare 2 guns, the game wouldn't have started with that many weapons, though. That's true, and I think I totally forgot this game was supposed to be a DLC. So that might be another reason why they didn't they ported over the Modern Warfare 2 weapons because they didn't have that many to begin with. Because again, this is supposed to be a DLC. But why would Blizzard leave money on the table when they can, you know, charge you yearly like they do for FIFA and Madden? People will buy it, right? We're addicts. We're suckers. And again, that's why I don't see COD failing anytime soon. COD, Madden, FIFA have like cemented themselves as like the casual games. People who work 9 to 5s, people who have like, they go to school, that is super casual. Just like a very stereotypical kind of person who plays these games. They work and they want to turn their brain off after whatever they were doing, school or work. And they just want to play Call of Duty, or they want to play Madden, or they want to play FIFA for like 2 to 3 hours after all their nonsense. So I don't, because that's such a successful business model for like millions of copies sold every year, it's just, I don't see it going away anytime soon. Unless COD just makes the most catastrophic of mistakes. And I think they're too, like, not that competent. They're too competent. To be making those kinds of mistakes. What do you thoughts of the next COD campaign being open world? It sounds really stupid and unnecessary. Feels like a burden to the dev team for gimmick. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be terrible. But I gotta stop them for trying. If Assassin's Creed can do it, why can't they? But I don't know, has Activision ever done an open world? Or specifically, I guess Treyarch. Has Treyarch ever done an open world game? Or is it gonna be done by a separate studio? Who at least has experience with open world. This thing Far Cry like, yeah. But that's assuming. I have little to no expectation. If I did, it's going to be a negative expectation, I guess. But I could be proven wrong. I've been proven wrong before. But I'm also not going to hold my breath, you know? And I think that's fair. Especially with how disappointing this campaign was. And I haven't even played it. I've only heard it from word of mouth. But heard so many bad things about this campaign. Definitely like an afterthought. We'll see. We'll see, right? Open world-ish. Yeah, open world-ish is also not... That's also not reassuring either. That the fact that they're not like confident in the way that they're describing this game also makes me nervous. Like kind of open world. If you like squint and like tilt your head a little bit, it's kind of like an open world game. Afterthought's a compliment, yeah. Probably more of like a shoehorn. Like, guys, this isn't a DLC, we need a campaign. That's probably what happened. They probably like, they didn't design a campaign because it was supposed to be a DLC, and they're like, crap, it's not gonna be a DLC, we actually need to make a campaign. And I can understand why the devs got mad when the God of War team, or the God of War voice actor for Kratos roasted them. Because they're probably really frustrated. They didn't want to throw together a crappy campaign with only a couple months, but they had to. But I don't understand why you take it personally if you know it's not your fault for the campaign being terrible. It was like the voice actor for Price that was upset, right? Dude, you got paid to read lines. It's not your fault if the game didn't turn out good. I know in your mind as a voice actor, you don't get to see the game, you just read the lines, so you don't know what the end product's gonna look like until it's out. But like, it's not your responsibility whether or not the game comes out good. He's not saying your voice acting's bad, he's saying the game in general is just bad. That's not a voice actor's responsibility. I don't get it. Some people take things very personally, and it's never been personal. play Need for Speed 15. That is so specific and random.
Active.
Why?
Enemies inside the perimeter.
Why should I play Need for Speed 15? It's like, Tina, you should play Lego Batman 3. Okay? Tina, don't be silly. There is no Lego Batman 3. There's only one Lego Batman.
Our counter UAV is active.
You silly goose.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Friendly UAV on station.
He yeet himself out the window.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Hardpoint relocating. Hardpoint relocating. Secure the target.
And I do like Sledgehammer. I think Sledgehammer did a good job of this camp, or not camping in the multiplayer. He has his issues, but well, I can't think of a COD in recent memory that hasn't had issues. Even since Modern Warfare 3, like the original Modern Warfare 3 CODs have had major, major issues. Back then it was like netcode, and like host advantage was like really the prominent issue. It's just, there's always problems. Call of Duty. They could do everything everyone wants and it would still piss people off. They would find a reason to be upset. Not justifying that. I'm not trying to say like this game is perfect, but sometimes people just want to complain to complain. If you don't like the game, don't play it. It's okay. Not gonna hurt my feelings.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Friendly UAV online. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Hostile UAV in the area.
It's a shame too. I don't think we'll ever get like a COD, Modern Warfare, or Black Ops 1 scale campaign from Call of Duty ever again. It's just an afterthought, which is weird because I've heard, I didn't play Infinite Warfare, but I heard Infinite Warfare also had like a really good campaign. So, and that wasn't that long ago. That was what, 5 years ago? 6 years ago at this point? Not super recent, but I think recent enough to prove like it's possible to have a decent COD campaign. It'll never be a perfect COD. People are like, when is COD gonna come back to its former glory? It will never be it'll never be the peak in which you played COD. Part of what made COD peak was you were like a teenager with very little responsibilities, hanging out with your best friends. That's part of what made COD peak for you, whatever COD that was. And that won't be replicated. Even in like, for the next generation, I don't even think. COD isn't like the staple game it was. Like, again, there's still millions of people who play this game every year. I feel like so many young gamers these days are playing Fortnite or I don't even know, dude. I feel like so many gamers, they don't even play the same game all that often unless it's like extreme circumstances like Destiny or Baldur's Gate 3. These days, because of how much influence content creators have over what game is the game to play, games are very like trend oriented. You don't have the same people like fanning over games nearly as long as they used to, like 10, even 5 years ago.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
So that doesn't help either. You sleepy, go to bed, dude? It's all good. You here tomorrow?
Friendly UAV on station.
I really like this X-ray camo, or I guess weapon variant. The thing that bothers me about the gun packs and the cosmetics in this game, I wish it was like Black Ops 2 and it like I can equip it to all my guns because I really like the look of this. I wish I could equip this kind of look to all my guns. I'd love to see something like this on a sniper, but maybe that would be kind of broken on a sniper. Because it would... Part of what balances out the snipers is the limited
Falling
like,
behind.
visibility,
Get
right?
moving.
I can see how people would say that's pay to win. I'm not here for like a super ultra min max like
Secure the area.
well balanced game. I'm here to have a fun time.
Enemy UAV active. We've
I
secured
think the
the
closest
lead.
cut to being near perfect was Black Ops 1. So many people would disagree with you because Black Ops 1 is a very slow game in comparison to modern CODs.
Enemies inside the
It was
perimeter.
much slower. Camping was a far more like viable play style than it is now.
The enemy's taken the lead.
Yeah, if Black Ops 1 were to come out today, I don't think it would do very well.
Stand by. Target area updated. Move to the
Even with like
hard
modern graphics. The way COD plays has changed a lot over the last 10 to 15
point.
years.
Taking the lead.
Makes me feel like a dinosaur saying that. "Oh, I remember when Call of Duty 15 years ago was like, it was so good." You guys don't know how good that
Hostile
Galil
UAV in the
was.
area.
It was amazing. Still think I preferred the Commando over the Galil, but that's just me.
Inside the perimeter.
I do miss how like prestigious it was to like level guns. Like actually get them done. No one had gold guns back in the day. It was such a pain in the butt. You had to prestige them, I think, before you can get them gold. It was like a very big thing to have a gold commando. Because you can only unlock it once you get to 55.
Stand hard point.
And then you had to level it all the way and then prestige it. And then I think you can start working towards gold. And then it was like, was that the COD where it was like 10,000 headshots? It was something crazy. Back in the day, gold camos, you got them from getting headshots. They had to change that though because people would boost. They would get into private lobbies and just go for headshots the entire game. So that's why gold guns are done differently
UAV
now.
online. Hard point compromised.
Headshot boosting used to be such a big problem. That and spawn trapping was also a really big problem back in the day. Now it's just straight hacking that's the problem. Just cheaters. There are people who are just like blatantly cheating with like, they'll do like montage edits of their cheats on Twitter. It's so dumb. Like it's just muscle memory, man. Just that good.
Point compromised. Secure the area.
That's sad. I don't know, friends. That's sad.
Confirming next hard point. Stand target area updated. Move to the hard point.
Didn't like Modern Warfare 3 cool because if you prestige, all your stuff is reset, camos included. Oh my god, that is terrible.
Perimeter.
Yeah, I don't think I did that back in Modern Warfare 3. I think I prestiged a couple times because I think... Yeah, I've played so many CODs at this point, it like blends. Did Modern Warfare 3 have it so your kill count was engraved in the gun? Or was it like your clan tag that got engraved in your gun when you prestiged? I thought that was a cool cosmetic. I thought that was really sick.
Enemies
No, nothing? What's the point of prestiging then? I don't understand.
compromised. Secure the area.
What COD did that then? Was it Black Ops 2? It was in that era.
Enemies inside the
You got one custom class slot? That's terrible. What a terrible exchange.
hard point relocating.
I want to give them away like candy.
Relocating. Secure the target area.
Like have up to 15 in some games. So unnecessary. Black Ops 2 had the kill the clan tag, and then
Hard point compromised.
Black Ops 3 had the kill
Secure
count. It was so cool. I love, like, I think it was because CSGO was kind of popular at the time. It still is,
area. Enemies inside the perimeter.
but, and CSGO has the stat track.
Enemy UAV active.
Advanced Warfare had 30 prestiges. That's disgusting. Well, to be fair, Cold War had 1,000 levels.
30 seconds remain.
I think they had them at launch. Like, you can level as much as you wanted, I think.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
Ah, the guy over there. Yeah.
Stand by. Target area updated.
Ooh, we might have got this.
Secure the
Good man,
area.
you're trash. There's still hope. It's so close to hardpoint game. There's no way they have it unlocked now.
Compromised. Secure the enemies inside the perimeter. Hostile UAV in the area. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
That would be a miracle.
Hostiles launched a cruise missile. Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target
That's my time.
area.
What's
Mission
that?
compromised. We failed.
Infinite Warfare had 30 as well. Yeah, didn't Infinite Warfare come out the same year as COD 2019? Yeah, I don't know. I think when they lack content, they tend to add more prestiges just as something for people to do. Now they like spread out. They spread out. They spread out levels because they want you to. They want to maintain a certain player, like at least a certain player count for every season. I think that's like a very big metric for them these days. I don't know why. It just is. Would not tell ya. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, gassy. Put all my hours into Modern Warfare Remastered. I don't think I played it all that much, to be honest with you. It was pretty short-lived for me. What's up, Last Unicorn? How you doing? How you going, dude? Infinite Warfare and COD 4 Remastered came out at the same time. So Infinity Ward didn't come with 30 prestiges. They added it near the end. Oh, I see. Doing good about you? I'm kind of like dead mentally. Like very drained all of a sudden. Probably need to get some like electrolytes. That and I need to work out today. I'm gonna try to do some upper body. Another thing is I'm gonna try to start doing back exercises, like upper back. Because when I was doing upper body, I almost only did traps. Biceps, triceps, and shoulders. I didn't really do my back like I was supposed to. It's just hard when you don't have like a bench to do back. First time in years I've logged back in CT this stream for the first time forever. Top of my subs. Glad to see you with us, Tina. Yeah, I'm alive. Barely. I post on a regular too. If you guys haven't seen, I posted 2 videos in the past 2 months. One was Lethal Company and one was the finals. Fingers crossed I can keep that up. You can just look at my old backlog. I'm trying to get the watch time up so I can start monetizing the YouTube channel again. I think that'll make a pretty big difference to my bottom line. We're close too. I'm close to having the 3,000 tier. The only thing that sucks is like there's 2 levels of monetization on YouTube. There's the 3,000 hours of watch time, which is it allows for super chats, which is like tips, and memberships. So once memberships are a thing, I'll have what's it called? I'll put emotes for people who want to sub via YouTube for memberships. Traps, yeah, you're like the between your neck and your shoulder, that muscle, that's your trap. Trying to look swole, dude. One day. Yeah, it's my teammate. One day. It's gonna be a long process to try to gain muscle mass in my arms, I think, but I think it'll be worth it. I really need to get better about getting my daily protein. It's such a struggle for me.
Friendly cruise missile approaching target.
I could just eat carbs and vegetables, I'd be happy.
Securing objective Bravo.
Right through 'em, my bad.
Securing objective Alpha. Enemy securing Charlie. We're taking Bravo. Control Bravo.
I like the look of some defined traps. They look good.
Enemy
I think some people could overdo it a little bit. Some people have like really predominant traps, but that's okay. Each their own.
Bravo. Enemy UAV active. Securing objective Bravo.
That's how you head out.
We're taking
Work out.
Bravo. We're taking
I know, it's crazy how real. That video has 230,000 views on TikTok. Crazy.
securing objective Bravo. The enemy has captured two
Where are my guns? There we go.
objectives. Get them secured.
Do you think our work in Pal World would follow the guidelines of Survival Guide?
We're taking Bravo.
Yours, maybe. Me, not so much. Probably not.
Securing objective Alpha.
Why do you ask? Like, are you talking about the in-game Survival Guide?
Friendly cruise missile deployed.
No, I think I broke manuals.
Taking Alpha.
Well, you did too.
Our counter UAV is active.
You,
Enemy securing Charlie.
murdered someone
Friendly UAV
in-game.
securing objective Bravo.
Just know I'm not the only monster. That's all I'm saying.
Bravo. We're losing Charlie.
I'm not the only one who broke the law of Pal World
Objective Bravo.
and all its denizens.
Securing objective Alpha.
Trying to figure out the theme of the video. Yeah, I would lean towards no.
We're taking Bravo.
The Survival Guide was more of a suggestion.
Securing objective Bravo. Securing objective Alpha.
You think?
We're
Get
taking
dropped.
Bravo.
40 kills. At this rate, I might get past 81. Let's see. I get the script done. You got it, dude. You got it. I believe in you.
Securing objective Bravo. Contact
I love Omar's videos. They come out really good.
objective Bravo secured.
He gets them out pretty quick, considering the amount of effort he puts into them. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Go sub to his YouTube channel, Omar. It's the same as his TikTok, or same as his Twitch. I can't read. I can't speak.
Get it. We're taking Bravo.
Words are hard. I sold that on merch for a reason.
We're taking
That's another big goal this year at some point, is to make some wearable merch. I'll have to use Omar's discretion with that one, because I feel like Omar has good taste in clothes. So he'd be able to tell me if something was mega cringe or not.
Enemy taking Alpha. We're taking Bravo. Enemy UAV active. We've lost Alpha.
Yeah, I can definitely get 81 kills this game, I believe. Do it. So many of them are knifing too.
Bravo. Securing objective Alpha.
Used to watch cringe compilations. Why would you do that to yourself? I hate merch that you can't wear in public. That's my point. And a lot of my old merch was what merch you couldn't wear in public. So I'll use you as my discretion. Like Tina, you would have to murder me to get me to wear that in public.
Enemy holds two objectives.
Is that right? That's not approved. That is not Omar approved.
We control Alpha. Counter UAV.
Ah,
We've lost Alpha.
you got me.
Fight back. They're losing Charlie. Securing objective Bravo.
Yeah, maybe a knife club, like a fight club parody would be cool.
Alpha. We're taking Bravo. Wait, hold on. Well done. Save enemy securing Charlie. Enemy taking Bravo. We're losing Charlie. Enemy securing Bravo.
Ooh.
Enemy securing Charlie.
be the next video, or PvP gonna come out?
Enemies
True.
taking Alpha.
I feel like PvP is a long way off, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's an early access game.
Enemies taking Bravo. Losing Alpha.
Next video is gonna be a COD video. Oh
Objective
lord.
Alpha is compromised. Enemy securing Bravo.
I'm excited to see what you come up with.
UAV in the area.
They're on to me!
Bravo.
Oh yeah, I can totally get... I might be able to get 100 kills this game, let's see. I'm gonna stop getting shot in the back.
Friendly UAV on station. Securing objective Bravo. We're taking Bravo.
Oh my god.
We're taking Alpha.
They're dying too quick.
The enemy has captured 2 objectives. Get
Firing
them
squad.
secure. Securing objective Alpha.
I wish the finals had a bigger reception. Dude, apparently like 80% of players have stopped playing the finals, which is such a bummer. I kind of partially blame Pal World for it.
Charlie.
It's unfortunately the finals is kind of like falling under that hype game. And it's just like, it's unfortunate how quick some games die depending on how quickly the next type game is released. And I use that as like, for lack of a better word.
Securing objective Alpha.
It makes it sound like it's like supreme.
We're taking Charlie.
I'm only playing the hype game.
Lost all objectives. Do not Alpha
Okay, that's so
secure.
weird.
Securing objective Bravo. Enemies taking Alpha.
Dude, that range is ridiculous. The lunge.
Losing Alpha.
Also need friends to convince friends to play with you. Which game?
Bravo. Securing
You talking about COD or no? Oh, guys, in fact, kind of, sorta. I don't know. Very few games to survive their hype cycle. Kind of like a glass cannon. Fortnite might be one of the exceptions, I should say. I think of another game that kind of lasted. I don't know. Like Fortnite's probably the best example of a game that was really hyped, that survived its hype and became its, you know, kind of a staple in the gaming community. Whether or not people like that. 83, let's go! Not too bad. Fortnite's giving tour. We had our cringe SFMs we watched when we were young. And Alpha's no different. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Ooh. Yeah, for whatever reason, I feel like I'm having a much easier time using the throwing knife than I usually do. Never mind, I'm trash. And I get 100. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Eh. No, 90. Not too bad. I'm gonna have to play another horror game this week too. I think we're due for it. I have the Evil Within games any good? Or nah? Not gonna lie, the game stopped being appealing to me. That's okay. They're good. Because I have both the Evil Within games on Epic because I got them for free at some point. So I think might as well check them out, right? Didn't win. Oh, so close to 100 kills.
Mission failed. Return to base.
96. They're spooky. That's what I'm looking for, spooky. I need to get the Silent Hill game on the second channel. Yeah, I expected as much people to be mad about how the bullying was represented in that game. It's very like kindergarten bullying, which is not surprising. Like, especially for a game that was originally Japanese, I did not expect them to use like hard-hitting insults. It's just the premise of it. But some people, they couldn't like suspend disbelief because some of the quote-unquote bullying is like, go away. That's enough to make this character want to jump off, you know, and play Sudoku. Catch my drift, so it was hard for people to get invested in the story. I thought it was effective. I definitely see where people are coming from, though. Just don't look too much into, like, the messaging of, like, the actual words being used. It's what the game represents that matters, I think. Yeah, stinky. It was like, you're stinky, meanie. Like, it was using very kindergarten words. And I think it's partially because of it was originally a Japanese game. And partially because of translation. But also because it was a free-to-play game. And I don't think it was rated, was it? Which is strange because it had very, very serious topics. So the juxtaposition of like the really kiddish language is what bothered people. They want to make it too realistic. Honestly, I think that too. I think they kind of wanted to take... It would have been a little too real for some people. And some people with horror, they want it to be always as real as possible, but again, I still wouldn't recommend someone play that game if they're in a bad headspace. Especially if they're young. So I get that they're trying to like take the edge off to potentially not cause any harm to people. Because unfortunately, movies and games and media like that sometimes causes people to fulfill that thing. I can't say it because I'm on TikTok. So they wanted to convey a positive outlook on such a story without making it so real that it almost reminded people of their own shit. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I get what they're going for. I think they missed the mark though. I think they over what's the word? Sanitized it. But I get what they were trying to do. And it's a free-to-play game. I don't know why people were like, it's bad. I get what they're going for. We're gonna miss. That's what happens when you make things. Sometimes it's a miss. And a lot of people need to accept the fact that not all media, even if you've played previous media, if you've played a game by the same dev in the same series, just because those original games were for you doesn't mean the newest version of the game that came out 15 years later is for you. This was definitely made for younger, I think, teenagers. Or even like early 20s at the most. It's not made for the same audience. And that pisses some people off. Like, we made your game. Dude, most game devs and most companies do not expect to have the same audience 15 years later. They're not going to cater to you constantly. I'm sorry. That would be a poor business model. Can you imagine if every company tried to cater to their original audience over like 15, 20 years? Odds are it wouldn't work very well if you weren't at least trying to cater to a new audience a little bit. Nostalgia is only going to have so much poignancy for so long. Especially these days. Nostalgia is like bread and butter for companies right now. It's going to get to the point where people get sick of it. Like, they want new things. They're tired of getting the same rehashed stuff. And I think The Last of Us Remastered is like a premium example of that. The Last of Us 2 Remastered. The game came out like in 2020. They're already remastering it. It's like to the point of absurdity. And I think it's going to burn people out on the genre as a whole, unless the games are exceptionally old. Like two generations or older, right? That's why I was excited for Until Dawn, because Until Dawn I think originally was on PS3, or it was like in that in-between cycle of PS3 and PS4. New games suck. Yes and no. Some new games suck. A lot of new games, unfortunately, are like these companies have started to perfect that business model, at least the current business model of like milking it dry. And for every like 10 games that come out like that, there's still like that one really good new game, like Baldur's Gate 3. But unfortunately, some people, again, they're like, this game isn't for me, so it's terrible. Dude, not everything is for you. I'm so sorry. Not every piece of media, not every video game, not every book, not every TV show is for you. And just because something isn't for you doesn't make it bad. Some people cannot accept that. They think everything should cater to them at all times. Because they're the original demographic for video games. Can you imagine how boring that would be if video games were the same as they were like 30 years ago? When they all catered to the same kind of dude. It's gonna be boring as hell. Or even like 20 years ago when the first God of War came out, the original God of War creator does not like the new way that Kratos is portrayed. He thinks Kratos is soft, which is insane. He just wants Kratos to be like a roided out, like, invincible self-insert. Honestly, I think that's my interpretation. He just wants him to be so emotionless and quote-unquote badass that it's like unrelatable. Even Doom Guy to a certain extent isn't like as extreme of a caricature as Kratos to me, which is insane. And I think part of it is because Doom Guy is silent and his emotion is conveyed through animation. I don't know. I like the way that the 2016 God of War does Kratos, and I haven't even finished the 2016 God of War yet. Like halfway through. It reminds me of like, in a lot of ways, it reminds me of my dad. I think that's why I'm struggling so hard to finish the game. Because my dad's very much kind of like Kratos in the sense that like my dad had a very rough, hard life when he was older, and he did a lot of things he regretted, and he got a lot softer when he had kids, as like a necessity. That's what you do when you have kids. You have to like, you can't be the same hardened man you were before kids, because kids like, they don't respond well to that kind of behavior. Your job as a dad is not just to protect your kid. It's a big proponent of, you know, keeping your kids safe is to protect them and prepare them for life. But there also needs to be a certain level of like emotional connection you have with your children. And I think so many guys don't understand that, I think, until they have kids of their own. And some guys never figure that out. And it's really sad. And then they wonder why they don't have connections with their kids. They think they did everything right. They did the bare minimum. And that upsets them when they hear that. Being a parent is so difficult. That's the reason I'm not having kids. It is so easy to fuck up your kids. And it's so, like, I love this quote. It's from, of all things, it's, what is it from? Supernatural. And the quote is like, your kids are supposed to eat your food and break your heart. That's their job. It is true. I can't think of a more true statement in how painful it is to raise kids. And it's also very fulfilling. But it's so difficult. And a lot of people, they can't really confront that reality until they are looking it in the face. Ooh, my game's lagging a little bit. It is a thankless job in so many ways. And I could see that without having children. And people just like have this like weird expectation that they place on their kids. They want them to be this perfect little, I don't know. It's like fulfilling the life that they wanted. They're trying to project their life onto their kids. And it just never works like that. I'm gonna write that down next time that someone asks why you don't want kids. It's not just that too. Like, so many people from our generation and even Gen Z are like, one, kids are not affordable. I've heard so many parents say healthcare in the United States is right around $2,000 to $3,000 a month. On top of the fact that rent has gone up 40% on average nationwide. That doesn't include health insurance. That doesn't include car insurance. That doesn't include the cost of food. In so many ways, not only is it like incredibly emotionally taxing to raise children, you can't have a one-parent house, like a working parent household these days. So in a sense, your kids are gonna, by default, deal with some sort of parental neglect because there's no parents in the house during the day, because both of you have to work, if that one job, multiple jobs. And then even if you do all that, odds are it's still incredibly unaffordable to have kids on top of that. It's just like very difficult to justify having kids these days. Aren't you chasing MILFs? Yes, but there's a chance that they're, if I'm chasing MILFs, there's a chance they'll already be like teenagers, right? So like, although I still have to help with the kids, they'll be like, you know, a little bit more self-sufficient. I'm a little afraid of the idea of marrying a woman with toddlers. That scares me. That might be too much for me. Like, listen, even if I love the woman, I don't think I'm marrying a woman with 4 into 4. I'm sorry. You could be the love of my life. It ain't gonna work. Like, kids are stupid expensive. And again, incredibly emotionally taxing. It is like, and it's, so many parents live with the philosophy that kids are like your responsibility 18. Nah, bitch. They're a life commitment. Forever. Don't bother me. You know it's true. Kids are good for retirement? Not really, dude. Again, most kids, by the time they're adults, they're going to be in an even worse financial situation you were when you had your kids. Odds are they're not going to be able to afford rent or afford a place for you to stay with them, nor they're going to be able to afford a retirement home for you. Retirement care is also about $3,000 a month. That's insane. That's the good ones. Again, it's if you're lucky, dude. I think that's another thing. Too many parents rely on their kids for retirement. It's a you problem. And it's so messed up to put that on your kids. Like, I don't have to worry about retirement. My kids will take care of me. I took care of them. What if they can't? They have their own lives to live. And on top of it, they have to worry about you. Like, of course they're gonna worry about you. You're their parents. You're gonna put that stress on them, knowing they can't afford it? I don't know, man. The future is so grim. I feel so awful for the future generation. It's just, life is so unaffordable. And I think it's gonna come to an impasse where there's a mass exodus, especially in the United States. There's gonna be a mass exodus to more affordable countries. I'm already starting to see a lot of younger people move to like parts of Mexico and parts of like Korea and Europe, where they're also having cost of living crises, but for some reason the US it's like 40+%. Moving to Alaska, well, good luck with that. Alaska has a really high depression rate because of how few days of sunlight they have. If you don't mind the lack of sunlight, they do have subsidies. I think there's it's like one of the few places that has universal basic income. I think it's $1,000 a month. Going to bed, no worries, real. Don't bonk me. Don't bonk me. Unbelievable. I entertain the people. I discuss life events. I give advice, and this is the things I get. Bonks to the dome piece. Testing. Go to bed. Get out of here. Shoot. Ooh, I'm gonna nap good today. I can get 1K free. Yes. But Omar, you have to keep in mind part of the reason why Alaska has universal basic income because it has some of the highest grocery costs in the nation. Besides maybe like Hawaii and Puerto Rico. Like a gallon of milk is like $10, if not more, in Alaska. That's part of why they have universal basic income. P.O. box? I don't think that's gonna work. You have to have a address in Alaska. Like a physical address. and you have to also pay your taxes. It would it even be worth? In some states, you have to like live and sleep within a domicile for a certain amount of days to be eligible as a resident there. I know there's some really low tax area that not Johnny Knoxville, the other one, Steve-O. Steve-O is trying to move to like a really low tax city, but in order to do that, he's got to tour half the year, and the other half of the year he has to live within the state in order to get that tax credit, or in order to get that tax rate. 100K to get 1,000 a month. Yeah, sounds like pretty dumb logic to me. What do I know? I'm just a streamer. Hold on, let me look at something real quick. I'm just a gamer, dude. But I think I'm gonna call it a little early today. I need to go chill a little bit. My arthritis is not cooperating. You should try Rodent Royale. I did. I have like 2 hours of footage. I had to get through that at some point. But I think I need to get through Pal World first and then some COD footage before I can get to that. But again, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you again, Janet, for the gifted subs. Thank you for everyone who liked the YouTube live. I appreciate you. And everyone who liked the TikTok live. And Diego for the roses. I'm going to try to be back tomorrow. 3 p.m. Eastern. I might run a little late, but I usually announce on both Twitter and Discord whenever I go live, so feel free to join those. If you haven't already, go check out the YouTube videos I've posted in the last month, the Lethal Company video and the finals video. And that's about it. So let me end the TikTok stream first, and then I'll end the YouTube stream, and then we'll go raid Sherry. She's dope. She's an Irish streamer. That